Oh, cool. That's closing the game entirely. That's not what I wanted to do. Alright, cool. Feeling better. Good practice session. Let us get back to run. There, my ult is on Alt F4. No, I didn't know that. Also, you're funny. You think there's a tutorial in this game. I didn't realize you could dash during striders until I watched a speedrun. Just a vanilla part of the game that you can just do. The game that has achievements for you doing correct button combinations that they don't explain to you. It's good stuff. Alright. What we learned from last run is that my early game was horrible, but my late game was pretty good. So, the goal is get ahead and stay ahead. If I'm in the red going into basically dodge, then I'm in trouble. Honestly, though, it would be pretty hard to do that, though. Everything would have to go wrong. We want to get as many of these, like, mantles as possible. It's one of the few games where a mantle is actually faster than anything else. Very good intro. Almost as good as last run. A couple other small movement tech things we're going to do before we have any of our other movement abilities, as we want to get slope boosts on ceilings and floors. So if there's a sloped ceiling, you can jump into it and it'll push you forwards. And we want a frame perfect jump on the floor if it's sloped downwards, which will let us keep a bunch of momentum, or I guess it'll give us a small boost. There's lots of little things going on that all add up together. Not my health. Game. I needed that. Honestly, with how those Audi fights were going, kinda did need that. Yeah, this game's a little bit of a bully. Takes away your health slowly as you play it. I believe there are 10 total health containers, but you can only keep 5 of them if you get everyone in the game. Quite rude, if you ask me. Going up to the apartments. You can get up there without falling down, but I have not done it successfully once yet. That was kinda close. Jerk. We're gonna need to heal. I'm gonna get some extra drops. I do not trust myself in any of these fights without full health yet. Ice physics are so fun in this game. I'm just gonna get these as a backup. Just in case I take another hit. Nope. Like that. Safe and alive is fast. Not at the stage where I have optimized this game at all, so just don't die. And I'll probably get the time I'm looking for. Get him to attack, because otherwise they'll hit you out of your animation. You are in a horrible spot. That enemy RNG is fairly impactful. You can skip a lot of the platforms if that one's in a good spot. Of course it wasn't. Anyways, first boss. The name of the game for this guy is stay behind him and stay in the air. Yeah, I knew I was getting hit there. Didn't die. All that matters. Time for our first upgrade. We are getting the grappling hook. One has a cutscene, and unfortunately it does not give you the actual upgrade until you've gone through the entire, like, little tutorial and minigame. Unlike all of the other upgrades. Night night. Sleepy MIO. Not a bad start. I have, what, 5.5 minutes that I can save on this split, just by not dying to the boss. I died quite a few times in my PB. Not my only big time save, but it's definitely the biggest. Where's the mosquito? Oh right, I killed him. Haha. Need to remember not to kill that whenever possible. Because you get to grapple on them. Get some platforming. You don't. Floppy movement. That we've got our first damage upgrade. We need to keep some momentum. That might have been enough. This is definitely enough. And just kind of go fast and go through that door. No arena fights for me. We like that attack because you don't actually have to move as long as you're like pushing into his hitbox. That one's the worst. Cool. Easy 6 minutes ahead. Even if that fight was not fast by any means. Whee! Thank you, Peanut Gallery. What would I do without you? Wasn't close, I don't know what you're talking about. Not even a little bit. We're living. Need to get this overseer. And you know what? Just for some insurance, prevent what happened last run. Unless I did grab that? I don't remember if I did or not. Thing is extremely pretty. It's like one of the first things that drew me to it. The shader used is gorgeous. The art style is great. The music is incredible. Alright. That was quite a bit. I'm depositing that now for just in case I die, because those drops, that currency will go to she even if I do die, but you get a bonus if you sacrifice it manually and don't passively donate, as it were. So doing that ensures I don't have to go crazy hard on farming if I die to this boss, which is likely. That's fine, that's fine. That's less fine. Oh, damn it. Almost had it. He was super, super low health. This time, I believe. Cool. Unfortunate that I still died, but... At this point, any run that I actually get past that boss is a good run. Not having dodge there is really, really punishing. What? You were so far away. Not even in a position where I could grapple that at all. Nice. Really clean through that room. Some of the best I've done that. Thank goodness we get a heal for getting this upgrade. Oh, I'd be really upset if we didn't. We can skip to the tutorial for this one, at least. You have to wait for the screen to go black, wait for it to split, and save quit. Yeah, now we can walk on the walls. I'm just gonna play it real safe on this one. What was it? Wall scuttling. until the split happens there. That should tell us that that we are going to warp back to this point. We did. From downtown. That snipe was incredible. Give that guy a raise.
Уходи.
Cutscene time.
Ты здесь не нужна.
And the only reason we're playing in a different language. Russian saves 2 seconds over the slowest language during this walk-up before the cutscene starts.
Не смотри на нас.
TLDR. We are trying to collect the voices of these pearls. We're kind of the custodians of, like, specific areas within the ship. And for whatever reason, all 3 of them have kind of started failing to do their job. This is the blood. The blood is too ashamed because of all the things that they've done wrong. And because they feel such intense shame, they've been hiding here. Hence the wind trying to blow us away. Then because we show them kindness, show them love, they realize that they weren't going to be admonished for their failings and decide to help us, which unfortunately for them does mean that they, you know, explode. Put it that way.
И все же твое присутствие нарушает эту удушающую тишину. Ты пришла не чтобы судить нас, а чтобы поговорить? Если ты ищешь покоя, его здесь нет. Значит, ты ищешь нас? Тебе правда нужна наша помощь?
Basically, we need the 3 voices, well, excuse me, the voice of the 4 other pearls, then the heart, to repair the heart, because all of the robots in this game are slowly dying, including, you know, MIO, why we got our health taken away at the beginning of the game. And unfortunate, because no matter which ending, I'm pretty sure all the pearls need to die anyways, because no matter what, you still need to save the heart. Really sad, actually. Even more sad once you learn through the lore in the game that all the pearls were once people. So, triple the sad. We should have more than enough drops, though, to do this section, though. Yes. By sacrificing enough of the currency here, we get to reattach the spine, which is kind of the connection between, well, namely the eye and the heart. And she's the one here that is tasking us with repairing the heart using the other voices of the pearls. One down, 3 to go. First we need a damage upgrade though. Conveniently there's one in this room. And I hit it up at the top up here. Get me up there, please. No? Okay. Please get me up. Up, 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 up. There we go. Going through this secret, we can get to this arena early. Nice. And that opens this up to get our next ability dodge. It's really nice to get the dodge, I just wish you got it earlier. Because, like, with dodge, Atmos really would not be much of anything. But it's okay. I forgive you, game. Coming up next, we have probably the first, like, major glitch of the run. Realistically, the only major glitch of the run. They're these, like, bounce flowers, and turns out they're fairly broken. If you are respawning and you hit one of those flowers, it will launch you from the position of your respawn instead of where you were. So we are going to actually set our position, our respawn position, very specifically here by going up this ladder. I'm going to remove a cat real quick, who's probably hungry. And we need to not touch the ground once, all the way down here. Get our corpse to launch us all the way up here instead. That's a great point, Witty. An entire glitch army. Gosh, will you feed the cat? Thank you. She's bugging me. Hope you're doing well, Witty. Private glitch. Sergeant Major glitch. Brigadier General glitch. Stand up straight! Got a vault hunter headed your way.
Он так разросся. А
This is the
когда
breath.
сердце, как никогда полны жизни.
Oh yeah, neat.
Цветы
Fun.
скрывают уходящие вглубь темные корни,
I know that feeling.
который невозможно утолить.
Not been quite as bad as it's been,
Вот передо мной
like the hottest it's been this summer, but it's still
крохотный росток,
up there
возжелавший
today,
спасти
so I get you. I am definitely doing well.
Сделаешь это, росток?
A little tired from
Отдашь то, что было
staying up
тебе
late for the SGDQ final finale last
Это
night,
же
but
не важно.
I think that's the worst I can say.
Делай с ним, что
And realistically, if that's the worst I can say, like,
меня это не
whatever. I'm doing great. R.I.P. Nice gold slit. Yeah, that's fair. Would have been super early depending on what part of Europe you're in. I was up till like 2:30? Almost 3.
Ступай, моя дорогая,
I think.
спаси сердце.
Turns out we already had the voice of the eye. The eye was our like closest companion, which is kind of revealed in memory sequences. We still have to go talk to the eye anyways for... talk to the remains of the eye. For she to be able to recognize it. That is... cringe. I should not be alive. I'm healing. I don't care. Nothing bad about doing some safety strats. Normally we would need a glide for this, but we can just kind of air stall our way over instead, and then if I do this right, dash through the wall and skip having to become Dr. Halen's assistant. It's a pretty good game, Big Law. I haven't, like, finished. I made it to Act 3, so I, like, know enough of the game, but I can definitely recommend, if you have intention of playing, not to watch the speedruns, because there's definitely still plenty of spoilers, even with cutscene skips. Right. Next up, the hand. I mislabeled on my blitz, don't worry about it. Estrogen 33. Hell yeah. I feel you there, Big Law. Definitely the same way. Very good at doing a lot of the same stuff and not picking up new stuff. Uh-oh.
Крыса.
We've been spotted.
Откуда они только берутся? И это не моя крыса.
Turns out the entire time the hand has been,
Ломает. Я несу порядок. Она сеет
trying to
хаос.
fix things here in the ship. They kind of, took it upon themselves to
Жалкое недоразумение.
realize that there are issues, that there are major issues, and they've been trying to prevent the problems for a while now. Turns out, however, the things they've been doing have been kind of making the problem worse.
Бесполезная. Пустая трата времени. Возвращайся в свою капсулу.
But she's kind of pissed at us right now
Я защищаю сосуд.
because we're coming in to, you know,
Пустое место.
actually fix things. Fine, right? It's fine.
И не вздумай
Normally we'd have to go
возвращаться.
through a very long section back through the vaults, but we're just going to do a save quit once we get the temporary checkpoint here, which is going to force the door to open back up, and we can just fight her immediately instead of going through the very, very long section otherwise.
взгляд. Ошибка, которую нужно исправить. К счастью, у меня для этого есть подходящий инструмент.
Yep, definitely the arm.
Посмотрим, как ты танцуешь, крыса.
Hmm. Hmm. Cringe. Now, because I died, we're gonna have to do a fairly hard backup. Well, I guess it's not too hard now that we're saving that jump, but you have to go over the cutscene trigger. If you trigger it immediately, you'll just kind of fall to the floor. Without actually starting the fight. Turns into a soft lock. No, you don't hit any tremors in speedruns. At least not this ending. If you did something like... Well, yes, the first one. The one that can't be skipped. But none of the other ones. Some of the longer categories, I'm sure you do, even if it's not the 100% ones. I'm just only currently familiar with this run. Good enough. Unfortunate death in there, so I'm gonna lose a good chunk of time here, but still on good pace.
Я пыталась найти другой выход, но во всех моих расчетах, во всех
I know
вариантах
the other
развития
like
событий,
any percent endings, if you're gonna do like true ending or the non-she true ending runs, they're essentially the same route, but different. So like
должен продолжаться. Возьми мой голос, маленькая крыса. Спаси то, что еще можно спасти.
I don't think you'd hit it in any of the any percent categories. Surely, Guten. Surely, if I named things correctly, I wouldn't have died there. Definitely how that works.
Я не должна бояться смерти.
Yes, the Russian audio saves 2 whole seconds. You know, the if you don't know the game. There's a section... Nice, I actually got that. Let's go. There's a section on the first pearl where, you're kind of delayed as you're walking up by some voice lines. Most voice lines in this game are under a cutscene, so they don't change how much time actually passes. That's the one exception. There's like 3 or 4 times where the pearl will stop you from walking just to say a voice line. And so you approach 2 seconds faster overall if you're in Russian. Yes, it is Liho specifically. It's a small enough difference that I kinda just want to run in English just so I can actually understand things, but like, I've also now seen all these cutscenes like 30 times each, so also like, sure, just take the time save. Probably once we get to longer categories, I might switch away from Chinese text and Russian audio, just, you know, for comfortability, but definitely not ready to run any of the longer categories yet. I want to get... My goal's probably like a low 50. I could get like a 50... Between a 50 and a 55, I might then start looking at other categories after that. Alright, safety save. Just in case I die. It's a better fight than she. I don't think necessarily that hot of a take. I think I ultimately disagree, but it's not like I think it's overwhelming in any one way. No matter, like, even with that opinion for me, I think it's like super, super, super close. So. Both are good, just in very different ways. This is probably, like, the better fight mechanically. But I think she is, like, the better, like, cinematically and thematically, so... It's kind of like what you value more. It's fun to fight a carpet, true. Carpet firing laser beams at you. What more do you want? Alright. I was struggling with this earlier. Let's see if all my practice paid off. Good. Good, 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 good. That, that was close. Big PB. And the sub 1. Ooh. Bye, Ati. It's my best fight, Jesus. Run up one of the sidewalls to not get hit. You know, that's valid. Probably the easier strat than what I'm trying to do. Okay, okay. Like, one of the most likely places for me to get hit, so that is probably gonna be helpful. Ooh, nice. Actually dodging all the... Optimal movement, let's go. We're locked in, gamers. Is this gonna be a 58? It might be. It might be.
Я устала. Так устала.
Exactly, Magnu.
Слишком слаба.
We're definitely at a point now where, like, this is a solid PB. Obviously,
Сосуда.
plenty still went wrong, and I'm still doing plenty of safe strats that are losing me a decent amount of time, but, like, this is a solid start. I can't really mention much that went, like, horribly, horribly wrong. Probably the biggest time loss being, like, the, Halen death.
Сестра, это ты? Я слышу твой голос. Я слышу все голоса. Ты собрала их, чтобы они помогли мне, да? На тебя всегда можно было положиться. И ты никогда ничего не просила.
GG. That is a
Спасибо
58 by a hair.
когда вы все со мной.
By a hair. Oh my goodness.
Я не дам этому миру
Hell yeah.
не сейчас.
GG. Good run. Right. Ignore that there's a 59 in the time. It's fine.
Хранитель.
It's fine.
Ты вышла далеко за рамки своих изначальных функций.
We'll just cover up the 59. It's fine.
Твои воспоминания показывают, как тебе было тяжело. И какой
Good
храброй.
stuff. Alright, let's see.
Все, кого ты встретила,
The
все
death there.
решения, которые ты приняла.
Excuse me.
Несправедливо должна платить за наши прошлые
Did
ошибки.
really nothing else like bad happen? Like, oh no, I did die at Atmos still, so there's still a couple minutes there.
Твой огонь, пусть и крохотный, и есть то,
There's
что
probably still 2
связывает
minutes on that
нас.
split alone. Especially since I'm, you know, still not 100% comfortable with that fight.
Мы были разделены,
I'm still,
но теперь мы вместе.
depositing
Все благодаря
on my
тебе.
neck early, so there's the death there. The time losing, I'm losing to the safe strat.
Последнее наследие.
And then the death at Halen.
Конечную точку.
That'd be like 3 or 4 minutes, just like right there. Between like 3 and 5 minutes. So like, just getting a deathless run would put me into my like my range to learn a different category. That's crazy.